Hello and welcome to another episode of AjchKing's Ramble Radio with me and Josh.
Hello, I'm your co-host for this evening.
Well, today we have got planned our top favourite 10 films.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything on the matter?
Films. You know,
as per usual, with me,
I
always have some honourable mentions. No, I sort of cheated.
Yeah, exactly. Cheated.
When I say I cheat, basically, he's just gone 10 films. I would need about 40. So,
You've put
I
in like
decided to do the whole collection.
Context, he putting it in the context. Got say 7 films to watch something. Instead of putting them, I summed up the word, isn't it?
I don't know, because your mic keeps cutting out halfway through. What's up with your internet tonight? Jesus.
What's wrong with it?
All I heard was 7 films, but
it's coming through on the stream, so I'm watching it, so shush.
well, it's going to make it very awkward for me to hear.
Will you sort your internet out then, peasant?
It's not my internet, it's your end.
Always a
Anyway.
peasant trying to blame the upper class.
What do you mean I've got way better internet than you? Don't you dare disrespect my
There you are,
internet.
but
I've got 280 downloads and 180 upload, thank you very much.
I've got 300 and 200.
Doubtful, but hey ho.
It's mine. Some people nowadays, mate. Ridiculous.
Can you hear the game sound come through? Quick question.
I can't hear anything.
Good. It's
Apart from you.
worked this time. Well, anyway, starting off this podcast, I'll go first this time because Josh always goes first in the last 2. Just to spice it up a bit.
The best to last.
So, some honourable mentions. I'm going to start them off early, instead of nearer the end. Because why not? So, my honourable
Just because you've got 35 of them.
I do not have 35, I've got 19.
You need to get life.
I've only got 9 honourable mentions. So my honourable mention starting us off is we've got Ready Player One, which, if anyone doesn't know this film, it's a film set in 45, where the world is all in VAR and no one wants to live in real life, and they all want to get away on virtual reality because they can do what they want. Really good film. I've watched it about 50 times. If I ever get bored, I'll flick it on, have a great time. My next honourable mention is Baby Driver. Great film. Really great film. It's about a guy who is a wheelman and is working for Kevin Spacey's character. Can't remember his name. Basically, to being a wheelman, getting the gang away from banks and stuff, and then turns on Kevin Spacey and trying to set the team up because he wants to get away from it and marry down with a girl. My next honourable mention is a film called Rocket Man, which is a biography film about the one and only Elton John, my favourite singer. The next honourable mention is Iron Man collection 1, 2, and 3, the Thor collection, the Captain America collection, the Avengers 4 films. That's all in one type thing, or 5, whatever you want to describe it as. My next honourable mention is The Wolf of Wall Street. Great film. Anyone who says it's a shit film, you need to be shot.
What?
And the next... What do you mean? It's amazing. It's one of the best films ever to me alive. If I didn't have one of these top 10s down, I would put it about 10th. It's one of my favourite films of all time. And the last honourable mention is the Purge franchise. Great little film set.
There we go. I've got some films to tell you. It's not this rubbish.
What do you mean rubbish? I've got decent films.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One is one of the best films out there. Shut up.
I never went to watch it because I didn't want to waste money to buy it. It looked terrible when it was released.
It was great.
I didn't want to waste money. I'd rather waste money than a dog bag full of poo.
Charming. Well, anyway, my number 10 is a film franchise called Mission Impossible. Because it is awesome. The theme tune, I'm not going to hum it or tune it out because it's copyrighted, but it is one of my favourite franchises to watch. Like, especially Rogue Nation number 5. Oh my god, what a film. It is so good. If you haven't seen it, it's basically Tom Cruise's character, Ethan, is like a special secret ops spy who has to do these Mission Impossibles that are life-threatening. Hence the name, Mission Impossible. And then he goes out and has to do some like random crazy stunts like hooking onto a plane while it takes off, trying to get him through a door, or trying to get a poison out of a girl in like 90 minutes, or hold his breath underwater for like 7 minutes straight. It's a good movie show. And my favourite one is number 5. Great film.
Terrible.
Anyway.
I want to apologise in advance. I want to apologise in advance to the people that watch this.
Apologise for mine. Have you heard? You show me your list. Your list was fucked, and you're apologising for mine, mate. Your list is Mission Impossible. Amazing.
No.
It is.
Anyway,
waffling.
I have a better number 10.
Yeah. Probably not.
My number 10. If I've watched it, look, go away from. Just watch it. Look well. And then 10 is the Thor. Now, it's basically Monday. Let's be real, but it's a bit better, more based in space. Basic playable game, and it's open space, and they find space creatures and stuff like that. And
the
sister in it is a very, very hot. I love the sister. Anyway, moving on. It's very good.
So you like Christine Bell, the Twilight girl?
Yeah. Problem?
Nah.
Problem?
She's not attractive. In any sense. Unless you're fucking blind, but no. And anyone who likes Twilight, right? Damn.
You like Twilight? You told me yourself.
No, I like Twilight New Dawn, or whether it's New Moon. I don't like the first one. The first one, that's a shite. So is the second one.
There you go. Yeah.
But how can you find her attractive?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? She's a right-ass a bitch. Have you... Oh... I'm sorry. We have words after.
You're disgraceful.
I'm disgraceful.
Yes.
Anyway,
move on.
I've got to admit, Sephora is a good film, but it ain't top 10 material.
What's wrong? You can't even count Mission Impossible because you put 7 films on the one name.
Hey, technically, Mission Impossible counts as Mission Impossible 1, so...
That you're a cheat.
But it is 7 films in 1, so...
Exactly, so you're a cheat. Because it's just films, not series, or franchises, it's film. A film is one film,
Well,
not
I
7.
told you, it would be like the transfer podcast where I only did about 40 transfers.
You
We'll be here for 2.5 hours.
You okay. 42
You see,
primary school.
I simplified it.
Yeah, but you made it be. You know, I think on my list I've got from franchise. I put them in different places because I like each other differently. Whereas here, nah, I like them all rubbish.
Well, for instance, like spoilers, Harry Potter's on my list. I'm not going to write right. If I did it singular, I need Harry Potter, Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban. Well, no, I like all 7, so it's just easy enough. Just go.
Just you're a cheat. Admit it.
I saw a loophole and I took the loophole. Shoot me.
You broke your own rules.
I found the loophole and I took it.
You're more of a cheat than John Terry.
A, I'm not a cheat and neither is he. Anyway, you saying about Sephora?
You know what? Because your common knowledge is in the bin.
What do you mean my common knowledge is in the bin?
Moving on. Man number 9.
No, we'll go mine, thank you. You can't go boff twice, you know.
Just don't know rankings. That's about 7.
Anyway, my number 9 is the Kingsman franchise with Taron Egerton.
How many?
Never say so.
4.
That was 2.
What's your favourite? Which one's your favourite?
2. But I do like the first one.
Well, why is 1 there?
Because it's a fucking great film.
You should have put 1 as an honourable mention.
Oh, nah, they're both equally as good. But I like 2 because I had Elton John in singing Saturday Night.
Bad words.
But yeah, so basically, Kingsman, if you don't know, is basically a chav in the London sort of ends becoming a secret spy, better than James Bond, which is... I'm going there. Hang on.
You've shot a 50 caliber chest.
So basically, Mr. Eggsy, you know, or Galahad is whatever you want to call him in the film, is come from nothing type thing. His dad was a Kingsman agent who died, who lost it all when he died. So he grows up all rough and becomes a super spy. You know, he defeats Samuel Jackson's Richard Valentine, I think his name was. Defeats him. He then goes on to save Kingsman that got blown up by Poppy Moore, who's the biggest drug cartel in the franchise, who sadly Merlin sacrifices himself by singing Country Roads Take Me Home while taking out 5 of her guards. It's a great little franchise.
Never watched it.
I haven't done enough justice, but oh my god, if you get a chance, watch 1 and 2 back to back, you will never regret it. And there will be a 3rd one with Channing Tatum in it as well.
I don't get why do they put good actors in bad films? Don't like that.
What do you mean a bad film? That's disgraceful.
I'd rather
No,
see
right, I'm sorry,
do
Kingsman
a
is great.
23. I'd rather see Channing Tatum go and do a 23 Jump Street than do a Super Kingsman.
That's disgraceful. You cannot say that. Jump Street is not as good as Kingsman. Jump Street 21 was good. Jump Street 22 is a fucking marketing scheme. Just to get more money out of a dead franchise.
Help me put an end to this absurd man and his madness.
What do you mean, my madness? I'm talking straight facts.
Put out your backside. Anyway, moving on if you finished to my number 9. As you know,
Yeah.
I do have the better options. My
Hardly.
oh God, I've got two. My number 9 is a film. It's the I don't know a new one, but the original Jumanji with Rob Williams, I think it is. Yeah, that is very film, and I want the board game. Yeah, I know you've said in the past you like Jumanji. I think you did anyway. But that is
No, I said I
Jumanji.
don't mind Jumanji, but only the new one because it's got Karen Gilligan in it. Doctor Who, Amy Pond, you know.
I think that Jumanji. But I got to. Hey, Doctor.
Doctor Who is a great TV show. Come off it.
What's
Best
No,
Doctor. I'm before the TV. This will be in the TV one next week. Best Doctor Who, Matt Smith. I'm going there. For you Whovians.
So the only
If
Doctor
any of you
I've
say
seen is,
Tennant, you need to
what's his
suck
name?
him for wet fish.
That's the one, Tennant. That's the only one I've seen in a minute.
No, I prefer Matt Smith. Matt Smith has got to take it for me.
I watched it, so I wouldn't know. But Jumanji's my number 9? Number 9. Probably one of the... if it was on the telly, I'd still watch it. Even though it's about 30 odd years old.
So, it's...
I don't
Once you
mind
see
the
it
new
once,
one, but I
you
prefer the
can't
original.
rewatch it.
Oh man,
For
you
me.
wait till you get my number 6. Oh, I got a story to tell you about that.
Well,
Anyway, moving on
your
to
film, so.
moving on to my number 7.
Moving on to my number 8. Thank you. You can't.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not having 2 back to
I'm
back.
skipping numbers here.
Jesus. Yeah, you need to go back to school and fucking learn how to count. You bitch. You got
Oh,
9, 7.
Well, I missed 8 out. I do apologise. I didn't do very well at school.
My
I failed
number
maths.
8 is the James Bond saga, 24 films. Now, the only reason why it's above Kingsman, and I did say Kingsman is better, is the 24 films in saga. Now, I don't like George Lazenby. I think he's the worst one. Followed by Timothy Dalton, I didn't like him. Then followed by, I would say, Sean Connery. Then followed by Roger Moore. Then Pierce Brosnan. And the best one being Daniel Craig. Now, I'm sorry, the new ones, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and the new one which was Spectre. Now they are great films. The ones with Pierce Brosnan, which were...
Daniel Craig.
We said about Daniel Craig?
My favourite Bond is Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I just think he's the best one.
He hits.
Like, his films were... I don't know. Because they've got a bigger budget, they seem better. And that's the only reason why I think they're better. But I do like... Now, I do have to say this. Pierce Brosnan was a very close second. Mainly because they cut a BMW Z4, one of the least favourite cars of mine, in half. I fucking loved that. And also, they drove a boat on land. That just made me laugh when I saw it in the cinemas.
God.
But James Bond, if I don't even have to say it, everyone knows Bond. Like, it's everywhere. If you haven't seen it, you've probably seen clips of either Moonraker, The Man with the Golden Gun, Dr. No, A View to Kill, was it The Spy Who Loved Me, The Golden Eye, The World's Not Enough. Yep, that one. You've also got what's the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. You've probably seen bits of Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, that sort of... It's everywhere.
Skyfall's my favourite.
My favourite has got to be either The Spy Who Loved Me. I think that's Piers Brosnan. Hang on. I think it's Roger Moore. Let me check.
See it.
Yeah. Roger Moore, either The Spy Who Loved Me or it's got to be The World Is Not Enough. With Pierce Brosnan. I think it's where he flies a Q-boat on the glands. Hang on.
Interesting, eh?
Let me just have a quick search. Q-boat James Bond. Yeah, The World Is Not Enough. I was right.
So I don't mind James
Oh, yeah.
Bond. I've never actually sat and watched the whole film. I don't mind it.
The only one I've never seen is the. I saw half of On Her Majesty's Services, and that, I didn't like it. I turned it off halfway through because it bored me shitless. The only one I've never seen was A License to Kill. I think it was. I've never seen. I have got all 24 on my counter. So for anyone who is wondering, yeah, hang on. So for anyone, oh shit, I almost dropped them. Fuck it, no. Hang on. You know what? I'm gonna educate the people.
I'll be getting the. No one wants to see. Not be DVDs.
Might help I didn't turn my mic off. To educate the people who might have never seen James Bond, I'm going to quickly list off all 24 in order. It'll only take a second. So, you got Dr. No,
really
For Russia With Love, Goldenfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, On Her Majesty's Secret Services, Times Are Forever, Live and Let Die, For The Man Who Loved Me. Sorry, The Spy Who Loved Me, The Man with the Golden Gun, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, For You to Kill, For Living Daylights, License to Kill, Golden Knight, Tomorrow Never Dies, Tomorrow's Not Enough, Die Another Day, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre. And if you've never seen them, I recommend watching them. Great films. And the new one comes out next year. Or this year. Josh?
Yes, hello.
The next one, the new one comes out this year.
That's it. Ooh, as it reminds me, I have a couple of films that are released this year, and do you know a couple of them that have been released this year?
Nah.
Spider-Man comes out this year.
Yeah, I know. Spider-Man 3.
Stop saying this in
in
it.
cinemas. And also, it's got Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in it. The Spider-Verse. Ooh. Also, it's set to have Miles Morales appear as well. Potentially.
There's a new series that's quite well. Coming out this year.
But yeah, so I'll let you move on to your number 8. Not 7,
Man
8.
on my ears. There's two on the list, but the other one not on the mentions is Child's Play 3, also known as Chucky. Now, when I was a kid, I had a £600 Chucky when I was a kid. And basically, yeah, well, I didn't watch Chucky.
Bear in mind, it wasn't £600 when they bought it. It's just inflation has increased the price to £600 nowadays.
No, it was. Back then it's not enough, it still is.
Well, your mum bought you a £600 Chucky doll.
Yes.
Highly unlikely.
No, she honestly.
Nah.
Cheap. 500 quid now, so they're going down.
You're telling me, your mum, how old were you?
I was, I think, 9. But bear in mind, I did have a love for Chucky when I was a kid. Loved it.
So bear in mind, so your mum goes, oh, I know what my 9-year-old son would love.
Well, it wasn't mum.
£500 doll.
Parents. It was both parents.
But I mean, I'm sorry if I had a kid. Oh yeah, here's a murderous fucking doll to let you get tormented by. No.
But anyway, when I had it, I used to do the little cells you does transfer his soul around the body.
Yeah.
I used to do that to a doll, pretending it actually happened. And one day, my mum put it on my bed. I had a bunk bed with like a desk underneath, and I had to go for ladders. And it was later staring at me. I fell off my ladders in fear because it scared me. So I didn't know it was there. And I fell off my side ladders.
That's what you get for having a fucking Chucky doll, you silly cunt.
I didn't know. I just didn't know it was there. And I can't do it. Look, it's there. I fell off my ladders. I still remember this day.
See, I was a normal kid. When I was 9, I was playing like Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Ruby.
That's not normal, you're a nerd.
No, that's normal. Playing on your Game Boy Advance.
No, it's just, you're a nerd.
I'm not a nerd. Anyway, I don't like Chucky.
Many people do.
Well, you clearly fucking love it.
Too much now. I might watch it.
Anyway, moving on.
I might watch the entire series.
Moving on to my number 7. We have the Fast and Furious saga.
All
One
your
to 9.
sagas.
Yeah.
Which
So,
is your
the
favourite?
reason why... Oof. Ooh. I'm gonna have to say... What's the hard one, that one? Is it Tokyo Drift, 4 or 5? Ooh. Tokyo Drift is up there. Tokyo Drift is the one I've seen the most. But it's not my favourite. 4, I do love 4. But I do love 5 at the same time. It's a joint between 4 and 5. I can't choose. It's too good. But yeah, so the reason why Fast and Furious is on here is it's just awesome. So it starts off little street races, racing around LA, and one's an undercover cop trying to bring down a gang stealing TVs and electrics out of a lorry, which goes on to following that undercover cop going into the FBI, trying to break down the drug cartel, running money out of Florida. Moving on to Japan, which, this is what I don't understand about Fast and Furious. The chronological order of the films go 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, 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 like to 9. But in the cinematic timeline, it goes 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, 8, 9. Which, it baffles me. But yeah, so Tokyo Drift somehow was filmed in like 2005, but is set in 2013. Which, if you don't watch it, it will baffle you. But in that time, 4 and 5 and 6 sort of prequels to Fast 3.
Don't get me wrong. I like the newer ones, but I prefer to sit and watch the original ones.
See, I don't like the original. I prefer.
Which is the one where Tom and Paul first meet. Which was is that two Fast and Furious?
First one.
I like that. I like
That's the
that.
first one.
That's my favourite one.
See, for me, I love 4 because Letty gets like killed. Well, air quotes killed, and then Dom has to come out of hiding, starts beating the shit out of people. Like Tonko Braga, trying to find out the person who killed his wife. Spoiler: Letty and Dom are married. If you don't know. And then he finds out it was Phoenix, and he rams the shit out of him. Like, I'm talking full on, bumper to chest, flattens the fucker. And then he gives himself up to the police to save Brian. And then Fast 5 is straight after that, where Dom gets broken out and then go down to Rio and rip off Reyes's money. And we'll get about 12 mil each, and then they live a life of luxury from that point, or so they thought. And they're so good.
Look at you with your knowledge.
What?
Look at you with your common knowledge.
When I say I've watched Fast and Furious so many times, and I'm talking about, I've seen Fast 5 20 times. Tokyo Drift, I've seen way more than that, mainly because of the drifting.
Mm.
But Fast 5, I'd
What
probably
does
have to say
if
is
you
my
get
favourite.
if you get this right, I'm impressed. What does DK stand for?
Drift King?
Donkey Kong.
I know, but it technically stands for Drift King.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny when
No.
I said Donkey Kong.
What is... Okay. What is the brand on the Silver Sky Nissan 307Z in Fast 5?
What's the what? The name?
No, what's the brand on the side of the Nissan that's driving around the hangar? But like, everyone does the testing to get around the cop station.
Interesting question. I don't know.
It is A&E Performance that does all the performance parts for Fast and Furious cars.
Look at you. What fancy.
It's one of my favourite franchises.
I know one
But
question. I know
sadly,
one
my
question.
favourite actor did die. What?
What colour were the dust caps on Paul Walker's Nissan Skyline?
Which one? The blue or the silver one?
Silver one.
Presume blue. Surely.
Wrong. They never changed them. They're just plain black. They never changed them.
I thought you'd have blue. Fun fact, also that silver Skyline was his own car, if anyone didn't know that.
Oh, I learned something new just saying, so I didn't know that.
Well, you didn't know that silver car was his?
No.
It's basically, what, quick little background. So, in the lead up to it, they did have a car for him to race.
Yeah.
But something or another, he couldn't get insurance on it to do the jump stuff over the bridge. So at the time, Paul Walker finds a Nissan, like, this is prior to the film, in a junkyard type thing, restores it to a race car, which is that car, his touring car for racetracks. And he says, well, might as well just use my car for the stunt. And it was his own car that does the jump and stuff.
Interesting.
Because he couldn't find another car that he would drive and get insurance on in time for the shooting.
You then learn something new every day, didn't you?
Yep. What's your number 7 then?
My number 7.
So if you put Chucky again, I'll smack you.
No, there's no more Chucky on it. My number 7. My number 7 is the first of 3 films that are in this top 10. It is the original Mighty Ducks. Now, I know a lot of people watch this, but this is what got me into my
What the fuck
love.
is Mighty Ducks?
This is what got me into my love for ice hockey. Basically, do you know who Emilio Estevez is?
No.
Basically,
Oh, that film. That was a shite film.
the first one is that's supposed to be the But that's what got me into my love for ice skating. Now, if you don't know what it is, basically he's a lawyer and he never loses. But he always drink driving and he gets done. And he gets his community service, which is to coach. He hockey team coaches them, and then they win. And then he gets a love for the kids, the team, and the sport. And he eventually says that even though his community service was up, he's stuck with the team. And he eventually leaves them, which is sad. That's my number 7.
Well, personally for me, I didn't like it. I mean, I saw number 1 as a kid. Everyone does when you're in school. But I personally didn't really care for it. I don't like ice hockey.
I love it. That got me to love ice hockey. That did.
I don't know what it is. American sports, I don't really give a shit for. American football, fucking pointless. When you got rugby, stop being pussies and wearing fucking head guards and shoulder pads. Then you got.
That's what I don't get. They say American football's a tougher sport, but they wear padding. But then if you turn around and say, oh,
Americans.
if you turn around and say, oh, you know, it's a soft sport if you wear padding, they turn around and say, yeah, well, we wear padding because it's such a violent sport. It's not.
But this is what I'm saying. Americans, right? Any Americans who watch this, you're fucking dumb, right? If you, right, rugby people, compare American football to rugby. Rugby is a real man's fucking sport. You have to perfectly time your tackles, and so if you can't just go rugby tackling the fuck out of someone or American tackling him, like head diving into him, you got to take him down gradually enough so it's not too bad. You don't boot the fucking football forward and whatever. You got to pass back and stuff. Like a scrum, you don't like barge each other to shit. You get your heads interlocked in between each other, coordinated, and then you push back and forth. You don't like give someone a gut shot or anything. And this is why rugby is better than American football, because you're a bunch of pussies.
Controversy.
Same with ice.
I like it.
Same as ice hockey. Fucking pointless.
Mate, ice hockey. I find it nice. I went for a stage where I went for a stage where I watched a load of it. Mate, the fights they get in. Oh, nah. I'm sorry, I ain't getting that.
All I'm saying is, most sports I see fucking pointless. Cricket, golf, badminton, American football, ice hockey, basketball, horse riding. Football I can see a point for. Rugby I can see a point for. Tennis I can, but anything else, you might as well just fucking play the game instead of watching it.
Do you want to know for a fact?
What?
If I knew how to fight, I went into like when you go into, if you want to become a boxer, you go and fight in school and you go through the little exhibitions and stuff. If I was to do that and succeed, the way I am now, I'd be able to get classes heavyweight in UFC.
I'd be an ultra heavyweight.
Mate, you wouldn't even get in. The limit, the limit for a heavyweight is 98 kilos, and you can't be any less than that, and you can't be any more than 120 kilos, and I'm 116.
Yeah, I'm way over that.
So I'd technically be classed as a heavyweight UFC if I was to go into the UFC.
I'll tell you what,
In
right?
fact,
If you can train up and get a fight, I'm not talking like one of the low level guns, a proper decent heavyweight champion, and you win, I will get you a personalised trophy. I say it's like
I'm tempted.
See, once the whole coronavirus thing fucks off, you fucking virus, I want to train for, the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
I want to start training for that.
You can't train with that. With your chest.
No, with my left elbow. That's my only weakness is my broken elbow.
Most of it's all hands.
Basically, what I want to do is be able to lift the 70 to 100 kg Atlas stone. That's what I want to train for. Not to go into the competition, but I want to train to lift one of them bastard stones.
Why don't you train for the world record the deadlift?
I can already deadlift 120 kg without training, so...
Well, considering Eddie Hall lifted, I think it was 600 kilos?
Yeah, but bear in mind, I've never gone to a gym. I've never trained on my muscles.
You're fine.
120 is not 220 is not too bad stuff.
Tell you what,
it's not the best.
When COVID comes out, get rid of it. I reckon I should come down to Brighton, and we should go to the gym together. We should have a fitness competition, so you can lift the most.
Bear in mind, I'm gonna have to wear an arm brace.
Yeah, that's fine.
Left arm.
And we'll put money on the line.
I still can't believe I broke my elbow. I still can't believe I've done that.
I haven't broken any bones.
I've broken, oh fuck, 6 of my fingers, no, 8 of my fingers. Basically all fingers apart from my thumbs. I've broken my left elbow. I've done both my pinkies. And the one up from him. I don't know what that toe's called. I've broken... That's not broken. I've broken another bone, but I can't remember what it was.
Have you got a broken heart?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I do.
That's the worst.
FIFA screwed me over. I spent 120 quid and got nothing. And for other reasons, which I'm not mentioning.
Well,
What's going on with your mic? Because you're cutting out. Like, you talk and then you cut out for a second.
so do you?
I do not, thank you.
Do you know what you were saying, Josh?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you. You might cut out. Literally, I couldn't hear you.
Something's going on, and I don't know what it is.
Me. It's me.
Well, anyway.
Anyway, a bit off topic. Who's goes?
What was your 7?
Number 7. Who's it?
Wasn't it Mighty Ducks, your 7? Hello?
So you need to do yours.
Well, I didn't hear a word you said. All I heard was you need to do yours.
Yeah,
So if you
yeah,
said
you want to go for number 7.
No, 6.
Have you done 7?
So, mine was Fast and Furious.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, for my number 6,
yeah, you can't do back to
the Men
back.
in
You can't
Black.
do back to back.
No, you did 7 for Mighty Ducks, you fucking...
Yeah, and then you did Fast and Furious.
Yeah, that was my 7, you dingbat.
I've done my 7.
Yeah.
I did my 7 before you did.
No, you didn't. I did Fast and Furious, and then you did Mighty Ducks, you bellend.
I don't remember. One language.
I do. Use your brain. Jeez.
Sorry, not thinking straight.
Because we went on a whole tangent about bloody American sports and it being pointless and Jesus. Anyway, my number 6 is the Men in Black trilogy. 1, 2 and 3. Now, the reason why Men in Black is there. 1, it's got the greatest actor of all time, Will Smith. 2, it's got the greatest rapper of all time, Will Smith. And 3, it's got them shooting aliens to shit.
Great rapper Will
What do you mean?
Smith.
He is. Come off it.
Eminem ripping anyone.
Will Smith is the greatest rapper of all life, getting jiggy with it, Wild Wild West, 2 Millennia.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
What do you mean rubbish?
Rubbish.
He doesn't need to swear in him.
Eminem and rip anyone.
All I'm saying is I'd rather go to a Will Smith concert than an Eminem concert. Any day.
Well, Will Smith never loved a concert. He's not famous enough as a singer.
What do you mean he's not famous enough? He was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I have you know.
Yeah, I don't like that. Terrible film.
It's a TV show, thank you, and it was amazing. It's one of the best TV shows alive.
Terrible. No, it's not.
Mate, what other theme show gets pretty much everyone on the planet to sing it? In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spend most of my days.
I
How
can
many
tell you
people
film series that's
know that? What then?
Greece.
Greece is Greece.
More popular than you watch Greece.
You talking about Grease Lightning?
No, Greece 1 and 2 with what's his name?
John Travolta.
Thirsty. Yeah.
Are you talking about the song that goes Go Grease Lightning? That one.
I don't know what Greece.
That's a movie. I'm talking about a bloody TV show like Simpsons. You know, everyone knows the theme tunes to, not blooming films. Anyway, Will Smith. undoubtedly one of the best actors in the world. He was the Aladdin in the Genie. The Genie in Aladdin. Sorry, not the whatever I said. He was also in After Earth. He was in Independence Day. Great film. But hands down, the fact Men in Black, Agent J. Oh my god, amazing. Come off it. You gotta admit, Men in Black 2 is one of the best films of all time. And also, it's got a kick fire tune as well.
No, you've come here for some quality content, and we've listened to someone ramble on about a rapper that's never even had number one.
What do you mean he's never had a number one?
How many number ones has
Hang
Will
on.
Smith had?
Hang on. I swear he's had like a couple. Smith. Number ones. He had 4 weeks at number one with Men in Black in the UK.
Woo! 4 weeks, woo!
Yeah, what do you mean? Woo. Come off it, Men in Black was a great tune.
I've never watched it. I prefer RIPD.
Nah, Men in Black is undoubtedly amazing. If they didn't fuck it up with that Chris Hemsworth bullshit film, it would be higher. But the fact I didn't like that. No.
See, I prefer the Christian from that.
I didn't like it. I preferred the Will Smith era.
Number 6. People who listen to sort of Ramble like know who goes in about. Right, number 6.
What do you mean? It's a Ramble radio podcast.
Yeah, but no one wants to hear someone ramble about Will Smith.
I know one wants to hear you ramble about fucking Chucky dolls, but they get what they get given.
Yeah.
And I am passionate about my Men in
That ain't
Black.
coming from your mouth. You know, better content sitting man with you cracking them with the camera. Everyone's a
All
dog.
I'm saying is, it's my list, not yours.
Everyone's got their opinion.
All I'm saying is my list so far is better.
No, it's not.
It is.
My list is the... Anyway. Do you remember me telling you that?
I don't know what you said. You might have gone out. Anything you've literally saying is not been transferred through your mic. Roughly.
My nan do this. RIP, she's not on so she rest the safe. I still with DVD, I don't DVD. 4 days straight, and I mean 4 days straight. So the minute I woke up to the minute I honestly watch this like you've probably never heard of it, but it's Terabithia.
Never heard of it.
It's got the guy, you know the guy that's the father?
Which one? There's quite a few. Yeah. Well, the little kiddie. You mean the one who's in the Hunger Games? There's the blonde hair guy. Yeah. You won't Scott out again, so go again.
And they'll see they do all this
It
stuff.
didn't come through, Josh. Whatever you're
Eh?
doing with your mic, whatever you're doing, put it closer to your mouth. It is not coming through the podcast on the stream.
What do you mean? What do you listen?
Literally, I mute my mic to listen to the podcast live, and your mic did not come through.
At all?
No. So whatever you start saying about your film wasn't come through.
Well, is it coming through now?
Yeah. When you're talking, I can hear you, but for some reason, whatever your mic's doing when I'm not talking does not pick it up.
Right, well, mute your mic and see if I come from the podcast.
Will do.
I might come in through on the podcast. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you come through now.
Right, it's because I was laid down.
Just put it slightly closer to your mouth.
I'll try. Is that any better?
Alright. Yeah, I can still hear you.
I've literally got my earbud on my ear, tiny bit off my ear mostly.
Well, see number 6.
But anyway, number 6 is Bridge to Temperature. Now, I don't know what you heard, but they find a river in an animal's forestry place, and
Let me guess.
they jump across it. It goes, they go across the road, it goes across a little river, and they find this old abandoned treehouse, make it into their own. Obviously, she's an artist, so she does like paintings and stuff, and they go over there all the time. And basically, they imagine it to be a mythical place with giants and stuff. And there's a bully at the store who picked on the girl, and the bully becomes kind of like a BFG kind of thing. And one day, the kid goes to a museum with his teacher, comes back to find out that the girl had swung the rope had snapped, and she died in the street and gone down the street. Now, he didn't like that, and he went and destroyed everything, painted out a picture, and squirted all the paint in the river, and he never had a good relationship with his sister. So when that girl passed in the river, he went and built a massive bridge out of wood and trees and vines for his little sister. And she was the princess of the planet of Parabithia. And that's the end of the story.
So basically,
Very
short
good
story. A girl dies, he builds a bridge, and she becomes a princess of that place.
Yes, you need to watch it. Or watch the trailer.
I might do later. Sounds baffling.
I've tried. Do you want to know a funny story? When I was in primary school,
I didn't laugh at that
after
one,
I watched this film,
so it wasn't funny.
when I primary school, after I watched the film, in our English, or what was it called back in primary? Was it literacy? Was it literacy?
Yeah, that's what it was called back in primary schools.
Wow, and we got told about a story, Rick the Terrier story. Do you got me? You got me? We got 2 out of 20. I worked hard on that story. There's 3.
See me, I was a right little boff and I chose Titanic. I basically wrote down Titanic word for word, how it happened. Got me an A minus. The only thing that messed me up was that I said that my mum thinks it was sunk by a German U-boat. And yeah, apparently that don't count, so. But yeah, going back, we need to do a conspiracy podcast as well. There's so many out there. With your mic's saying, Josh, it ain't coming through. But yeah.
Oh,
You should have chose. Yeah, you should have chose like Titanic. Titanic is good.
And I've done a films that I like, and of what I've watched a lot of.
Yeah, I just go by what's on my top shelf. So my number 5 is one of the best sci-fi films of all time. It's a Matrix trilogy with Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
Now, if you don't know what Matrix is,
it's a pile of
oh,
dog poo.
shut up. Matrix is one of the best and greatest franchises. It's basically the world we live in, but it's a computer reality simulation. So Keanu Reeves, also known as Neo or Mr. Anderson by the Smiths clones, he gets contacted by Morpheus and basically gets pulled out of the simulation
Did you say
into the real
Morpheus?
life world. Yeah,
I didn't know KSI's hamster was in a film.
that's where you got the name from, you flipping bellend.
Is it actually?
Morpheus. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, Morpheus contacts Neo and pulls him out from being a lawbroker, like banker, into becoming a prime fighting kung fu expert that can stop the machines. So basically, they go through, trying to take down the clones and the agents type thing, and trying to get as many people to fight the battle against the machines in the real life. In the first one. In the second film, he ends up becoming the all-powerful The One, which can break the Matrix and fly around and basically be Superman and shit. Very good. And in the third one, he basically stops the revolution of the machines type thing and gets it to be like a peace treaty type thing. It's a very good film franchise, especially when the fact he starts dodging bullets and stuff. It's very good.
Nah, I don't like it. Never watched
Well,
it.
but the best one, in my opinion, is number 2, where he takes on about 150 Smith agents, and he's just there single-handedly using a lamppost to whack them. It's good little fight scene.
Interesting. Right.
Also, quick
Yeah,
tangent, I did have a
just-
Call of Duty clan named after Matrix, because that's how much I love Matrix. And you're in it, Josh. On Modern Warfare.
Technically,
Do you remember Matrix?
I do, yeah.
It's named after Matrix, but for copyright reasons, I put an E in it so I didn't get copyrighted. And you are happily to join it.
Yeah, I am. But I'm gonna leave.
Well,
Anyway, moving swiftly on. Before I have an aneurysm of these terrible decisions of yours.
what do you mean by terrible decisions?
Very much,
You
just my
disgraceful.
opinion. Number 5 is the second, not the second, it's the third Mighty Ducks. Now, this is the Mighty Ducks where Emilio Estevez leaves the team as they move into, I think it's not private school, it's I don't know what they call it in America. Boarding school. I think it's boarding school. And anyway, they have their own ice hockey team already called Warriors, I think it's called. And basically they go there and they get managed by Coach Riley. Coach Riley. And Charlie Conway, who's the captain of the Mighty Ducks, gets stripped of the captaincy and they don't like it. And basically they go on to beat the Warriors, become the new champions of the school. And Charlie gets his captaincy back, which is very good. And I don't like it. I don't like it as much as just a bit better than the first one. I prefer the second one. The second one is my all-time favourite one. Anyway,
So what have you not got the first above the
say?
third?
Hey,
Why have you not got the first above the third if you
I
prefer the
prefer
first?
I prefer the third one. The first one. I like the third one better than the first one. I don't know if that's what I
Fair
said.
enough. I thought I heard you say the first is better than the third.
No, I prefer the
That's what I
third
thought
one
you
to the
said.
first one, but the second one's my favourite.
Fair enough. Now, my number 4. Josh is gonna hate this. It goes bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum. It's Star Wars.
Oh,
Now, I had to put Star Wars in the top 5. It would be third, but there was some good rivalries.
Not even
Now,
in my top 3,000.
Star Wars. Massive fan of Star Wars I am. I represent the Jedi's. Fuck you, Sith a lot.
They did.
Jedi's rule.
What did he say? I am your father.
Basically, you've got the 3 trilogies. You got the prequels, 1, 2, and 3. You got the original trilogy, which 4, 5, and 6 did come out first. And then you got the prequels that came out in the 90s. So you got the original trilogy, and then you got the new age trilogy, which is 7, 8, 9. Now, obviously, the original trilogy is the best.
No, it's terrible, in my opinion.
But don't forget the fact, 1, 2, and 3, we were blessed with Qui-Gon Jinn. We had Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. We did have Anakin Skywalker, which did become Darth Vader. It is such a great
Princess Leia before she did.
Oi, you shitty bastard.
What?
No, you had Prince Padme, sorry, which is just mother of
No,
Leia.
what's her name? Leia, that's the one.
Princess Leia. You mean
Yeah,
Carrie Fisher?
She died, didn't she?
Yeah, she didn't overdose, she died of old age.
I didn't actually like them for the stuff.
Anyway,
Almost of a lifetime film in Star Wars.
4, 5, and 6 are undoubtedly the best ones. And then you have the new ones, which did kind of spoil it. But, I mean, it's still Star Wars. Even if they shot R2-D2, I would still watch it. I love Star Wars. Star Wars. Now, I'm going to say this, if anyone's listening. Star Wars is better than Star Trek. I've said it. Shoot me if all you want, but Star Trek, get in the bin.
Yeah, they're both terrible.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Nah. Star Wars is better than Star Trek.
They're both useless. Waste of a film.
No, one of them's useless.
I feel sorry for Princess Leia. After to sit through her entire life filming it as she dies.
Well, technically, she was still alive in the 7th and 8th film when she died. She died in real life, but they used the clips that she'd recorded and made her basically like out of CPU type. Was it? What do you call it? CGI. But yeah, Star Wars is undoubtedly a goated franchise, especially like you got to admit the games like the Lego Star Wars games. Oh my god.
Hate Lego Star Wars, hate anything to do with Star Wars, and I hate anything to do with Lego.
Oh, come off it.
No, hate
Lego
it.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Lego Star Wars, Lego Harry Potter,
Lego
Indiana Jones.
Lego is useless. Hate Indiana Jones.
Well, you're going to hate a series on my channel soon. Little plug. I might be doing all the Lego games, like Lego Harry Potter, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Batman. Wow.
I'm watching.
So much for you being a moderator.
I can't stand Lego. Hate it. Pointless.
What do you mean it's pointless? You can't say that. It's like saying
pointless.
Water's pointless.
Well,
Lego is not pointless.
No,
Lego is a great... Well, I don't. I drink Pepsi Max.
What use is Lego? What use is Lego? Apart from standing out and making
You can build United.
When you're about, how old are you? 7?
No. I've still got all my original Lego sets, thank you.
Oh, God.
I even have a Lego kit. That's how much I love Lego.
It's pointless.
And Knight Rider.
I don't get
Come off
pointless. I don't get it. What is the good thing about Lego?
It's your imagination, like Minecraft, you know.
What's the point in Minecraft? You just place a square block.
It lets your creative side out.
Yeah, I like my creative side, but in a more...
Are you one of these people who'd rather go paint a picture than play, like, Minecraft and let your creative output that way. See, for me, the best way to get your creative output out is building something like a planter or a table or, I don't know, a castle in Minecraft, not any other way. Anyway, what's your number 4? Before we get into an even further tangent. Okay, you left the party. You rude, you left.
I did leave. I was.
Well, anyway, I was basically saying, like, dang, what was I saying? Basically, start your number 4. What's your number 4? Before
My
we go
number
into a
4.
further tangent.
My number 4.
I swear, if you
I
say
feel
you
like I
love
liked
Mighty Ducks
when I
or
was a kid.
Chucky,
No, no,
I'll
no,
slap
no.
you.
It is Beverly Hills Cop 3. This is my all-time. I love Beverly Hills Cop. It's my favourite one. He has to. He goes into an amusement park. And they're using. They use the headquarters of the amusement park to make fake money and ship it. But obviously, Timothy has to obviously go in there and try and find it all and dump the bin. Help with Donald Tagger. And if I'm being honest, it's probably most funniest film I've watched in a while. Every time I watch it, I laugh. And there's more.
See, for me, all I think of Beverly Hills Cop is the Crazy Frog theme tune.
What acts left, Axel Foley's Crazy Frog.
Yeah, that's all I think of, especially that since we saw that fat man in his taxi.
Oh, the fat coloured man in a taxi. Dung, dung, dung.
Right, long story short, Josh came to visit me one summer to finally meet each other after about 6 years of knowing each other. And on one of our last
an everlasting
days,
love story.
we were greeted by a fat man in the fucking Vauxhall van taxi opposite us, staring us down with his tongue out, using all of his weight to bob the taxi going up and down to Crazy Frog. And then when it goes he's using his weight to bob the taxi forward, going to the lights. It was fucking hilarious.
Not scary.
What?
I'm pretty sure he had people in the back of the taxi.
Imagine that. You're just going along, you're like, why is the taxi moving? Oh. But yeah, that's all I think of when I think of Beverly Hills Cop is Crazy Frog. Because he used the theme tune for that, for Crazy Frog.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Beverly Hills Cop, there'd never be any Crazy Frog song.
We wouldn't have Crazy Frog, we are the champions. Butchering bloody Queen and stuff.
We are the champions. Anyway,
No,
that's my
copyright.
I think.
What was that you might cut out again? Has he left the party again? Hang on. What's up? I actually not backed out of the game. Josh. Oh, he's connected, hence why. And he blames it on my internet. Disrespectful. Anyway, before he gets back, the another honourable mention I forgot to mention is a film that goes by the name of Speed. Now, Speed 1 with Keanu Reeves is a great little film. It's basically him and a girl who's Sandra Bullock, who goes by the name of Andy, who's on a bus that cannot go below 55, otherwise it explodes. Now, if you've never seen it, yeah, I was just saying another honourable mention.
I like Speed 2. Don't like Speed 3.
Speed 1, thank you. There's
Speed
2-ish.
I like Speed 1.
Are you talking about
I hate the one with the boat. Ruined it.
Yeah, the boat. The boat is shit. They got rid of Jack and they brought some other twat in.
No, I like the
Now,
first
I'm
one.
sorry.
It's not like film.
The first one is good. This is my favourite. Alright, this is how you may say I'm a bit boomerish. I used to have a video player when I was a kid. There's no such thing as DVDs.
God, you're
When I
old.
was little. Fuck off, I'm only 4 years old, you bastard. But there was no DVDs. DVDs came out when I was about 4. So, we had videos, and I had a video of Speed. Now, Speed, I must have watched that
A lot.
hundreds of times. It was the only video I had, and I would watch it, and I'd watch it, and I would watch it. It was great. And then I got Star Wars 4, 5, and 6, and oh my god. I was in my element. And I had Knight Rider, and $1 Million Man, and A-Team. Great TV shows.
Fresh.
But yeah, so moving on to my number 3, we have all Spider-Man films. Now, we have the Tobey Maguires, the Andrew Garfield, and the Tom Holland. I can tell you which is the best one, but it would cause a lot of shit.
I'm not scared of saying the best one. The best Spider-Mans are the original 3. I preferred Tobey Maguire to any of the other ones.
Right, so you got Tobey Maguire, the original 2001, like Spider-Man 1, 2, 3. Andrew Garfield 2, which was the one with Gwen Stacy. And then you got the 3, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man with like Iron Man and stuff.
See,
which is your favourite?
I prefer the original 3. My favourite, the original 3.
I'm talking, yes, there's only 3. There's only 3. I'm not counting Into the Spideyverse, that can fuck off. But I'm talking proper movies that aren't animated, there's only 3. Who is your favourite? Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland.
Tobey Maguire.
Wrong. It's the best Spider-Man. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm saying it once. The best storyline is Tobey Maguire. The best Peter Parker is Tobey Maguire. The best Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield.
Nah.
The more accurate suit and the accurate web shooters and the better Spider-Man sort of esque into it. And Tom Holland does have a great experience because he gets all the like Avengers shit going on.
Nah. Disagree with you.
So Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Come at me.
I bet you any money. I bet you any money. I want you to look this up. I put money that the Tobey Maguire 3. Oh, I won't say 3. But I reckon one of the Tobey Maguire ones made more money than any of those Spider-Mans did.
Funny. Spider-Man Homecoming kept made more.
Nah, not good enough.
Right, I'll tell you some stats.
I
Okay?
prefer. My all-time
movie?
favourite is the second original with Tobey Maguire. One with Dr. Octavius.
Movies. Right, we're gonna go money made order. Are you ready for this?
One in.
So, the Spider-Man 1 made, this is just America, 403,000 worldwide. So let's go worldwide. 821,000. Spider-Man 2, 783,000. Spider-Man 4 for 890,000. Or these millions. Hang on. I think these are. Oh, sorry, these are millions, not thousand. 821 million, 883 million, 890 million for Tobey Maguire. Andrew Garfield made 750 and 709. Now, we had Tom Holland, my boy, 880 million and 1.13 billion. Tom Holland wins.
Well, no, technically no, because if you think about it...
Yeah, Tom Holland... No, shut up. Tom Holland almost made as much as Tobey Maguire's highest one. He made more than his other two movies. And then, in his second film, it beats all of the other Spider-Man. Tom Holland is the the money-making Spider-Man.
Yeah, but you got to think as well. If it was just Tom Holland by himself, it wouldn't
be as much.
Exactly. So you technically, it's mainly because
I don't care. We never stated the rules. Tom Holland is the better Spider-Man. He makes more money.
No, he's not. That's why I was telling about because he's the original one. I like it. The new one's too advanced. I like the original because it's Spider-Man. The whole point of Spider-Man is being a Spider-Man.
It's like saying Power Rangers, the best fucking Power Ranger, is the original. No, it's not. Time Force is the best.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not. It's terrible.
Would you rather go Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Do. Or would you rather Time Force? Time Force.
I prefer the original because it's the original.
Nah, Time Force is way better.
No, it's not.
Right, SBSD for you is your favourite. Time Force is
all time my favourite. So
I used to watch Time Force as a kid.
Yeah, but Time Force is terrible.
It in lockdown last year, but you never know. It's a great little TV thing. Anyway, moving on. What's your number 3?
I keep dropping my phone. My number 3.
Wow.
Is, if I'm not mistaken, is... Oh, no, I'm mistaken. My number 3 is Home Alone 2. I love a good Home Alone for Christmas. And I'm not gonna lie, I remember both of them. Because the ones without Macaulay Culkin, I hate them. I only watched them both on Christmas Eve. I love Home Alone on Christmas. All-time favourite Christmas film. Don't come at me with Die Hard or it's not a Christmas film. Don't care what anyone says. Die Hard is not a Christmas film.
It is.
It's not. I don't care what. I don't care what the director said. Because it's got a Christmas tree does not make it a Christmas film.
I'm sorry. Anyone who watches this, drop this in the comment if you got this far. Is a Christmas film something that is set on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, or does it have to have a fucking fat cunt in a red suit and some reindeers and the festive?
Does not involve violence. It's meant to joy and happiness.
So you're saying Home Alone? You're saying Home Alone is a Christmas film?
Home Alone is not violent.
It is. He fucking sets them on fire. He
puts
a tin can into their face.
That's not violent.
Yes, it is.
He doesn't kill anybody.
He turns into Jigsaw, you bastard.
He doesn't kill anybody. Die Hard people get slaughtered.
Neither does Die Hard. They just sleep for a very, very long time.
Exactly.
All I'm saying is, would you rather yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers, or would you rather whatever Macaulay Culkin says?
What Macaulay Culkin says?
No, I'd rather yippee-ki-yay,
motherfuckers. I don't care what anyone says. Die Hard is not Christmas film. Don't care what the director says. The director clearly doesn't know what he's talking about.
All I'm saying is, Die Hard is the best Christmas film.
It's not a Christmas film.
It is.
It's not a Christmas film.
Well, I'm sorry. You can keep denying this. Does it have feature on a Christmas Eve?
It does, yes. Yes. That doesn't make it a
Does it go into Christmas Day?
Yes, but a lot of films do. And they're not classed as Christmas films.
Does it also have a Christmas tree in the background? Yeah.
Alright, answer me this.
Is there...
Answer me this. Rocky 4 is based around Christmas. Does that make it a Christmas film? No.
Yes.
Rocky 4 is not a Christmas film.
If it's based on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, it's a Christmas
Rocky
film.
4 is not a Christmas film. Hence why, if you look on any film website, Rocky comes under action, not Christmas.
All I'm saying is, if a director of the film who made the film says it is a Christmas film, you have to listen to the
No, you
director
don't.
himself.
The director's come out and he's thought to himself, when he came out film reviews, I could say this is a Christmas film, and stop for you Christmas era. It didn't work. It failed. Die Hard is not a Christmas film. That's an explanation mark on the end of that sentence, and we're moving on.
All I'm saying is, right,
Die Hard.
No, listen. Is the 1988 film Die Hard starring Bruce Willis a Christmas movie? Yes, it is. The simple answer, at least into the poll on Twitter. Thank you from Gazzetti.com.
Die Hard.
7 reasons why Die Hard is a Christmas film. Reason 1. It takes place during a holiday office party on Christmas Eve.
That doesn't make
It has
it
Christmas
a Christmas
music.
film.
John's wife has a Christmassy name.
And
What?
alright
Her
then.
name's Holly.
Alright then.
Are there present from John's
alright
NA
then.
cop buddy
Because-
Al buys cakes for his pregnant wife, which is a present.
Because there's a woman out there called Paris Hilton, named after Paris. Does that make her something to do with, because Paris is a place of love? No, but it doesn't. It's a name.
Potentially.
But it doesn't.
Santa
It's a
Claus
name.
makes sort of appearance. You might remember the first person John takes out as he stumbled down a flight of stairs. Early in the film, John sends Tony's body to Hans in an elevator wearing a Santa hat and the message, "Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho." Technically, counts according to this
So someone
Gazzetti.
standing
It has snow at the end.
in an
Saturday
elevator.
night.
I'm sorry. So someone standing in an elevator with a Christmas hat on with a gun is Christmas based.
Yes.
Don't give me that rubbish.
It has a
Some
Christmas
Die Hard
It's
boffin
Christmassy.
has gone on there. Ooh, Die Hard's a Christmas film. He's not.
It is a Christmas film.
He's not.
Some people watch Home Alone every Christmas. I watch Die
And
Hard
I will
every
rephrase
Christmas.
it to a more specific subject. Die Hard is not a classical Christmas film,
But it's still technically a Christmas film.
but it's not.
In this sense. But you said a classical Christmas film.
Alright, so because
And you're still classing it as a
because
Christmas film.
GTA on Christmas has snow and Christmas trees, through Christmas, does that make GTA a Christmas based game? No,
Yes.
it doesn't.
It has a Christmas Day special. It has Christmas
That's
by the
not
snow.
make
It
it a
has Santa
Christmas
outfits.
based game.
You're waffling.
You're
You
in
need to
denial.
learn the meaning of Christmas.
You're in denial. No. Know the meaning of
All I'm
Christmas.
saying is Die Hard
Joy-
is a Christmas
joy
film.
and
I'm always going to
happiness.
say it's a Christmas film.
It doesn't even have a Christmas name. Die Hard.
Yeah, a good day to Die Hard.
No Die Hard.
Anyway, I would love to be John McClane. I just go around and shoot people, go yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. It's so fun.
I'd love to turn around to shoot in the head. Die Hard's a Christmas film.
No,
Rubbish.
it's like you're going to say, like, I know, High School Musical isn't the greatest
It's not
leading
terrible.
musical film.
It's rubbish.
High School Musical 1 and 2 are better.
High School Musical is rubbish. It's a film for 9-year-old girls.
Rubbish. Well, I watched it when I was a little kid, and I liked High School 1 and 2.
Well, then in another life, you must have been a female.
No, it's just it had a very catchy song called Bob 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 to the Top with Ashley Tisdale. Got stuck in my head for ages. Shut up. Anyway, moving on. So your number 3 was Home Alone.
Yes, the best Christmas film ever. Full stop. Move on to number 2. Move on to number 2 now.
My number 2 is the Harry Potter saga. Now, Harry Potter, do I have to say more? You've got Ron, Harry and Hermione. The best love triangle ever.
All all I'm going to say for this is
You've got the one and only, the chosen one, Mr. Harry Potter, who survives from birth from Voldemort's Avada Kedavra killing curse. His mother sacrifices herself for him, and he survives. The only person to outlive the killing curse. Now, Harry goes on through his wizarding years, getting into some mischief, trying to protect the Philosopher's Stone in the first one from Mr. Quirrell, also known as Voldemort, on the back of his head, to the Chamber of Secrets, trying to stop the Basilisk getting out, to going on to the Prison of Azkaban, trying to stop Sirius Black, who he doesn't realise is his godfather, killing Peter Pettigrew, but then ends up sort of agreeing with Sirius and helping him flee. Then you got the Goblet of Fire, which is the Tri-Wizarding Tournament, which he ends up meeting Voldemort properly for the first time. They have a massive duel, and Cedric Diggory dies. You've then got the Order of the Phoenix, which is basically like Dumbledore's army type thing, trying to take on Voldemort to stop him becoming overpowerful. Then you have the Half-Blood Prince, which is all about Snape being like a two-way traitor, like he's been Death Eater, but then turned good for Dumbledore. And then he sort of has to kill Dumbledore to protect Draco Malfoy because he's got a ending charm on him that basically if Malfoy dies, and he can save him, he dies as well. Then you go on to the Deathly Hallows, which Harry becomes the Master of Death and kills Voldemort. And yeah, you see Albus Severus Potter go off to school and start the whole cycle again, which then goes into Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which a film will be coming out about 2030, which I'm very excited for. That's a very brief sum of Harry Potter, but it's so good.
The only good thing to come out of Harry Potter is Hermione. The old version.
Nah, Emma Watson's a twat.
I like her. Very nice.
I liked her when she was in Harry Potter, but since then she's become one of these activist people. She just drives me nuts.
No,
She's like Greta Thunberg.
I like her. I like her. I like Harry Potter. Never a big fan.
It's so good.
Don't like all the magic-y fake stuff.
Come off it though. It's a good little franchise.
I don't like it. Not for me. Flying
I'm
cars
going to say this
and
now.
bloody...
I'm not a fan of Fantastic Beasts.
Never watched it.
It's basically Harry Potter, but with a guy called Newt. I didn't like it.
I don't like Harry. I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter. No, I don't like.
What it is J.K. Rowling decided to rewrite books but not do Harry Potter. She decided to make a new franchise as like a money grab.
Mm.
And I don't like it. But yeah, Harry Potter was goated, and then hence why it's my number 2.
Nah, not for me, mate. What is for me is my number 2. Now, my number 2. You're probably gonna hate me for this, but it is D2, also known as the Mighty Ducks 2. Now this all-time favourite Mighty Ducks is all day one into international duties for USA. Brilliant. You get the Bash Brothers. Oh, I remember when I first watched it, I wanted to be a Bash Brother. Great little film. Loved it. All I've got to say. It's a great film.
I'll take a hard pass on that film, thank you.
The best out of the 3.
Do you want to say anything else about Mighty Ducks?
No, keep it. That's it.
Well, moving swiftly on from a film that I don't like, we have my favourite film franchise in the world. Now, I'm not putting number 3 on here because it sort of spoils it for me. We're talking the old school early 2000s Bad Boys 1 and 2. The greatest franchise in the
Wait,
world.
did you know Bad Boys for Life?
I wasn't the biggest fan.
I loved it, me.
See, I love Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 is my favourite film of all time. But Bad Boys for Life, I don't know, it was good, but it sort of killed it.
Nah.
2 was such a high note for me. I don't want it to edge my opinion down.
I liked it.
So hence why I'm keeping it out, because Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2, oh my god, what a fucking film. It had everything. It had, the family problems. It had the high-stakes drama. You had Will Smith in it, the greatest actor of all time, the greatest rapper of all time. Martin Lawrence, his great friend, who makes him shine. Great film.
It's alright.
So I'm hands down saying Bad Boys 2. You put any film like Ready Player One in front of me, I would still choose Bad Boys 2, even though I've seen it God knows how many times in my life.
I have a film actor challenge that moment, sir. Which is my number one.
If you say Chucky or Chucky 2, you're fucking
no. This is a classical film. It is Matilda.
Oh my god.
You got to like Miss Trunchbull, Bruce Bogtrotter.
I don't like her. She scared the shit out of me as a kid.
You go to the chokey if you're not nice.
Well, I'll slam you in the fucking chokey.
Ooh. You got to like Big Bruce. You remind me of Big Brucey.
What, you talking about the fat kid who eats all the chocolate cake?
Yeah.
I felt sorry for the poor kid being forced to eat a cake.
Mate, he loved it. Until she smashed the plate over his head.
Yeah, poor sod. I tell you what though, I don't understand how she got magical fucking powers.
I thought it was a great film.
I mean, I can understand if she was a bright kid in a dumb family, but why the fuck are you giving her magical powers? And not
Because
putting her in Hogwarts?
in the book she had magical powers.
Yeah, but out of nowhere she's got magical powers. Well, and they don't explain how she got them. It's a fucking...
It's easy.
How?
It's kind of like, have you ever watched the film, is it Anna? Have you ever watched the film Anna? I think it's called Anna.
No.
Where we use 30% of our brains, but people can use 70% to 100% of their brains. And when they use 70% to 100%, they become like...
Do you mean Lucy?
That's the one, Lucy, that's what I'm on about, Lucy.
Lucy's a great film.
That's what
Mainly because it's got Scarlett Johansson in it, but...
It's kind of like that. Something to do with the brain.
Yeah, she was a right freaky bitch in that thing.
Of course, you can use 70% of her brain, and we can use 30.
No, she can use 100.
That was it. Is it weird how we can only use 30% of our brain?
We use 20, Josh.
Well,
30.
I'm a bit out and off. I don't know the exact stats. This is science boffin.
I'm not a science boffin. I just pay attention to the films that I watch.
Anyway, that's my number one. I really like Matilda. It's a great film. The apple never rots far from the tree.
You know what? For a couple more interesting...
I've still got my honourable mentions. I've got 8 of them.
Yeah, we'll throw them out after mine. Couple 2. We have Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End, and Taken 1, 2, and 3. Now, and Pixels, and the Transformer film collection from Michael Bay. Those have to get some recognition for being great films.
Right, Hot Fuzz, great film. Shaun of the Dead, I'm bored of it. I've watched it so many times, I'm bored of it. Hot Fuzz,
you cannot be bored of
I'm bored of it. I've watched it too many times. Hot Fuzz,
I've seen it at least 300
I can watch it a lot. World's End, I don't know what they were thinking when they made that. But God.
It's literally Shaun of the Dead, but it's drinking instead of surviving.
Yeah, and it's some bloody mannequin blue people. I thought it'd be good
Yeah,
until
Blanks.
yeah, I thought it was good until I saw that. I was like, oh, that's ruined.
It's literally Shaun of the Dead, but drinking is so good. But Shaun of the Dead, you can never get bored of. It's like,
I've watched it
especially
way too many
where,
times.
oh, what's the name? The not oh,
I
what's
didn't know there
Sean's
was like
girlfriend? What's the name?
I didn't know there was lightning in GTA.
Yeah, you know what's the girl's name? His girlfriend,
Um,
Liz, not Liz.
Liz,
What's
yeah,
the other girl?
it is Liz.
The brown hair. Yeah, I'm saying not Liz. It's the other one. Who's the other girl?
I don't know.
Who's you know the guy with the glasses?
Yeah, I know who you are. Four Eyes.
Yeah, his girlfriend in it. When she throws the dart into his head.
Yeah, in the
That
head.
fucking
Ah!
that fucking killed me. Or it's like four. I don't know his name, but say Four Eyes, go kill the Queen. He's like, what? Kill the Queen? It's like, no, the jukebox. And then he's trying to flick all the switches, flicking lights off, getting all the zombies there riled up. It's such a good film.
I got bored of it. I've watched it too many times.
Or Jack Black, you know, not Jack Black. What's his name? Nick Frost. Sorry, not Jack Black. You know, going let's get a flaming sambuca cocktails.
How have you not put
Like this,
Christian? Why have you not? Do you not? Why have you not put Paul in there?
one main reason.
I love Paul. Paul is my honestly. Paul is my all-time
I,
favourite Simon Pegg and Nick Frost film.
Nah,
I love it. It's
no,
great.
no, no,
Do you not like it?
no,
Bagel, what a bagel.
no. I don't like it.
Oh, I loved it,
really
mate. It was
don't like
so
it.
funny.
The only part I liked and fucking got me creasing was the the guy out of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Boyle,
Oh yeah.
who goes, I wonder if he's got a spaceman balls and puts his hand down, and then Paul looks to him, and he starts freaking out.
Oh man, I love
That's
Paul.
the only bit that got me creasing. But I didn't like the film. I thought it was pointless.
Oh, I love it, mate. It was brilliant. Well, anyway, can I do the honorable mentions?
Yeah, I'll let you do your honourable mentions.
Right, you're not gonna like them. Honestly, there's more Chucky.
Oh, don't put Chucky in there.
Right, one of my honourable mentions is Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. My second one
What a surprise.
is Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Love that film as a kid.
I like the one, where they go to the moon for the cheeks.
Oh yeah, have you seen Wrong
I forgot my
Trousers
cheese.
with the penguin?
Yeah, but I like the
Honestly,
cheese
that
one.
penguin, when I watched it, that penguin scared me when I was a kid. I didn't
I
like
love
the
the
penguin.
little
Didn't
penguin.
like the penguin. Scared me.
And Chucky didn't. Are you fucking mental? Wait, I love the little penguin with the little red hat on.
Nah,
Like the little chicken hat.
it ruined Pingu.
Oh, mate, Pingu. I tell you what.
I can't do it.
Alright, for anyone who listens to this, treat yourself to a 5-minute clip. Type in Newt remixes, so NOTT. So you'll hear like a song like, that's the sound of police, Newt, that's the sound of the ease. Yeah, it's a good little vibe. If you like Pingu like I do.
Right, the next honourable mention is, this was close between Chucky 3. This was close. It was Chucky 2. This is when Chucky 2. You haven't seen it. They go into the warehouse where factory where they're made. And obviously they tried to kill him. And my next honourable mention is the. Let me get the year right.
1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, it is Power Rangers 2017 movie. What a film! Every time
I tell you what.
Every time I hear the song, I want to put it on. I want to watch the film. It's a great
Now,
film.
people who watch this, I'm going to admit this, I am 23. Yes. And I still love Power Rangers. Not the new ones, I'm talking the old school.
You can't beat
Mighty
Power
Morphin,
Rangers.
Zeo, Space, Alien, you had Time Force, Wild Force, you had Lightspeed Rescue. SPSD wasn't great, but I could still watch it. You know, what's the dinosaur one? The Power Rangers.
Dino Thunder.
You know the one with Tom? Yeah, that's it, Dino Thunder. Thank you. They were my childhood. I could still. Funny enough, I did watch Time Force like 3 months ago. All 40 episodes just to have a blast from the past. And that movie, I don't know, it sent me goosebumps down my arms when I watched it in the cinemas.
My personal favourite is SPD. Only I watch it nowadays, right, and I tell you what, Pete Ninja. Oh wow.
Well, all I'm saying is, if you think that cheese hot, look at Time Force.
No, I like Time Force. No, I watched it as a kid.
I had a massive crush on Jill as a kid.
Never got to like it.
All I'm saying is, it's the theme tune itself, Time Force, Power Rangers.
I prefer the SPD one.
Time Force just sends me shivers down my spines. Like, so much so, it used to be my ringtone on my old Samsung Galaxy 8 in high school.
Really?
It was so good. Before Justin Bieber Baby.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You like Bieber?
Yeah,
we
mate.
Can no longer
Bit yummy.
Yeah, yes, we no longer friends. I don't want to pursue you.
Mate, I'm not going to tell you, I'm a bit of a believer.
Ugh. You've just lost all your Twitch subscribers to say that. You've crucified yourself.
Mate.
I'm sorry, but if we ever have a purge, the first person I'm killing is Justin Bieber. Cannot stand him. Hate him.
Mate, all I'm saying is, this is for the next week's podcast, but if I go on my last recent podcast I listened to, this is the day at work, right, so recently played, we had Ava Max, we had David Hasselhoff, Justin Bieber, Scooter, Alice DJ, Ariana Grande, Lady Gaga, Kylie Minogue, Bon Jovi, Elton John, Cascada, Billie Eilish, and we also have Alexandra Stan play today.
Nah, I'm sorry. Don't like him. Shoot him in the head, chop his arms and legs off and laugh at him.
How can you say that?
Don't like him, he's horrible. Oh, I can't stop. Make me angry.
My favourite songs though, from Bieber, oh my god, You've Got to Be Yummy, Friends, What Do You Mean, Baby, Where Are You Now? That's quite good. Despacito remix.
Do you want to know a fun fact?
What?
When I was in school, if you like Justin Bieber, you'd be classed as gay. It's a fact. Fun fact that.
Listening to an artist doesn't make you gay.
When I was in art school, if you listen to Justin Bieber, and found out that'd be it. Your school life would be over. Literally. Within seconds.
Oh, I'm not ashamed of what taste of music I like.
No, I can't stand them. Honestly, I hate them.
Well, fair enough. We've got this next discussion. But I'm telling you this now. He is in my top 10.
Well, I can tell you something. If we're doing it are we doing our next one on songs or artists?
We're doing it artists, and then you'll say your top 3 favourite songs from that artist.
Okay. Well.
And then, so what you do is I'll give you a little hint. So say, go my number 10, it's not number 10, but Billie Eilish. Then we'll go Ocean Eyes, Bad Guys, and I Don't Care Anymore. And then we'll go, I'll give King 2 seconds, quietness, just so we can put the 3 tracks in. Be like, 1, do like, not out loud, but like 1, 2, and then be like, right, so the reason why I love like Billie Eilish is like her music's really good, blah blah blah. And then what I'll do is in the editing phase, I'll get the chorus part of Bad Guys for 7 seconds, because copyright claims after 8, so you've got to be smart on this. So 7 seconds of the chorus, like the to the song, so people know what the song is.
Right, since you're throwing a twist in there, I'll throw a twist in there. And this will surprise you. This has been your dubs back. Eminem is not going to be my number one.
Yeah, Mr. Oh, he's the best artist.
He's the best, and I've had to think about this a lot. But lately, I've had
Have you been listening to Timmy Trumpet?
I'm not giving anything away, but I have a love and a passion for certain someone else. Like Eminem,
Is
my all-time.
Is it Timmy Trumpet?
Eminem is my all-time favourite, and if I used to listen to this guy's music back in the day, and if I didn't get back into listening to it, I would have put Eminem on top.
All I'm saying
I got back into it.
I found a song from Timmy Trumpet I do like.
Did you actually?
But it's only because it's got Scooter in it. It's called Paul is Dead, Scooter v Timmy Trumpet. I heard it today on my phone. I listened to my Scooter playlist on the way to work, and oh my god, it was a good little fire.
If you like that, you'll like the Bang Boys remix.
No,
if you like that, you will like Bang Boys 1.
I'll play it to you when the stream ends shortly, yes. But yeah. So next week's one will be on our top 10 artists.
Very good.
Have you got any more to say, Josh?
I hope you enjoyed our little ramble. I hope you're enjoying the podcast.
I'm sorry. Did our best. I'm sorry for Josh's poor taste in films.
Hey!
I do have to apologise.
You
Mighty Ducks. I found a loophole.
You didn't find a loophole, you cheated.
No, I was smart, Joe. You should have just done the Mighty Ducks saga. You could have had 2 more picks, but no.
Alright, let's apologise for this week's and the last week's and the last week's bad game choice from the Pilgrim over there.
Fuck off!
And
I actually had decent
I want to apologise in advance for next week's music, because I've heard his music and it's had to make me wear earrings from Binks. So good night and thanks for watching. I've been your co-host. I've been your co-host.
No, we're not ending it there. Right, listen. I do not have a bad taste in music, thank you very much. I am a 90s based techno EDM lover. You are into this new age shit, you know, the wob.
Yes, because that's what it is. You can't live in all day.
You know, the old, like, Lady Hear Me Tonight by
Mojo. It don't exist anymore.
I don't care. I'd rather listen to my 90s stuff.
Hence why new artists like Timmy Trumpet are making remixes and getting permission off the artists to make new songs, because the old songs are outdated. No one wants to listen to them anymore. What a new taste of music. It's the 21st century. Get down with the kids. Not literally, because they're not younger age.
I'm fucking good, thanks.
But get down with the kids. And
all I'm saying is, I'd much rather listen to my stuff, and I do not have a poor taste in games, you cheeky bastard. My games are more based around COD and GTA-esque. You are more of a open world person.
Yeah, I'm slightly open world, so I like open world games. Anyway, on that horrific bombshell.
On that horrific bombshell from Josh's perspective, I'm so sorry. We're going to end it today on a slight disappointment from his list. And I do apologise for his list. But thank you for watching this episode of the AjchKing's podcast with me and Josh. Peace.